Hello, hello. We are live again. We are live. We are
Hello,
excited to be back.
everybody.
Hello. So, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, depending on where you're tuning in from. We are excited to be back to you guys today. And I'm excited to have all these queens, all these business partners from around the world that join us today to share our stories and to share this business opportunity. So we're just gonna start with a quick introduction. I'll start and then I'll pass it on to Sister Buki. All right. So I'm currently living in Washington State. I'm originally from Benin in West Africa. I've been in this business for a year now. Recently, actually, it was my 1 year anniversary in this business. I work full time in retail management, but successfully run this business aside. All right, Auntie Buki. All right.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Yabo. Yes, my name is Buki Oluwawale. I reside here in the United Kingdom, London. I've been in the business for 4 years, and I'm a pharmacist. I also run this business. I still work. I still work full time, even though I'm self-employed, but still work full time as well. And
Yeah.
I'm running the business by the side as well. Thank you, everybody.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sister Buki. Lillian, take it away.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Lillian. I'm a veterinarian by profession. I have practiced for more than 2 decades, and yeah, that's what I do. I came across this business recently. Almost a year. I'm over 6 months in the business,
Good.
and I have been lagging behind, sort of. But thank God and thank you to my mentor. She's pushing me, she's putting fire under my bosom. And I'm ready
We all
I'm
need
ready to
that.
try. I'm ready to try. So thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much, Lillian. Okay, so let's now go to Vida.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vida. I'm a Nigerian living in Ottawa, Canada. I'm a mom of two and I'm a financial advisor. So, since immigrating to Canada, I've always wanted to transition into the tech space. So, I went back to school, studied cybersecurity, and I recently graduated. I started this business a month ago. My business name is called Wise Flow. So that's just a little bit about me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vida. All right, Sister Ellen. All right, go ahead and take it away.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me tonight. And I am Helen Alvarez, residing here now in Massachusetts, USA, and originally from the Philippines. And I retired being a professor in the college for 20 years before coming here. And now I'm a factory worker here in Massachusetts, USA. And like many of you, I also want, or I had also a dream to change my life. So I'm a single mom of one who's now in college, and here am I, grateful to have this opportunity to be in the business. Thank you so much, Sister
Thank you
Yabo.
so much, Sister Ellen. All right, Ruth.
Okay, a quick introduction about me. Hi, everyone. My name is
Fine.
Ruth. I am a nurse by profession. I'm also a wife and a proud mom of two beautiful girls. Um, I am looking for more time, freedom, and financial security. That's why I am here. And like uh, many of us, and many of you, I wanted to break free from the exhausting routine, have more time with my loved ones, and build a future where I wasn't constantly trading time for money. That's when I found this incredible online business, and it completely changed my perspective of on what's possible. So
Oh,
that's my intro.
thank you so much, Ruth. Awesome. We appreciate it. All right, Ishoma, take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to be here once again. My name is Ishoma, also known as the Digital Boss Babe. And I've been working in the online space now for the last 5 years, and it's been an amazing experience. I'm originally Nigerian. Now I'm based in Canada. And prior to starting this business, I was working full time. And, because of this business, I was able to become my own boss. Thanks to God for directing me to this opportunity and also for the wisdom to take action. So I can't wait to share with you guys more about, my journey and how it's been so that you guys can be inspired as well. Of course, I'm also a mom. I'm married. And I'm looking forward to sharing more about my journey with you.
Thank you so much. Awesome. All right. So, to the audience, if you listen to all the introduction that we just made, we are all from different places. So we have people living in Canada, UK, US, right? So that's the beauty about this business. We are global, and everywhere you are, you can actually run this business. So that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So, Lillian,
Yes.
so since you joined this business, what is one thing that caught your attention and why?
So I'll say the ability to be able to earn, relax while you're earning. I remember during the COVID season, so many people were asked to stay home, and so many people had the opportunity to work remotely, but I could not because I had to be with my patients. And we were really, really stressed because when you're driving on the road, there were few people on the road, few people to interact with, during the COVID session. And for some people or some of us that really would like to interact with people, we had very few people to interact with. So when I saw this business opportunity, I felt finally I can do something. What attracted me to this business, or how I came to find out about this business, was an ad I saw online. I didn't know the person. I was so excited about the ad, showed my husband, and he was like, there are a lot of scammers everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't reach out. Don't call, because if you call, they're going to see your phone number. I was so tired. Realized I was burnt. I felt burnt up, or burnt out in my profession, and I felt, well, even if they are scammers, they can just they might have access to my phone number, but I'm not going to give them any of my financial information. So I still reached out all the same, and that is how I landed here.
Oh.
Yeah. So the fact that this person was able to say, I traveled, and I'm still earning while traveling and making history with my family, with my children. I thought of it. I have 4 kids. You can see them there. I don't know. Yeah. I just remembered I saw their pictures there. Yeah, you can see them there. And I've not been able to, I've been buried in work. I've not been able to have a relaxing time with my children. And they are growing. The first just got married last year. And I've not really had, we've not really, myself and my husband, we've not really been able to like travel with our kids and, and not care about work. And so I said, yes, this is it for me. So this is what led me into this business.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lillian. And that's one of the things. We all have that fear at some point about the online space, thinking, okay, everything is scam in the online space. But until you do your due diligence, there's no way for you to know and take action and move forward. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thanks.
All right, Sister Buki, tell us one thing that caught your attention when you joined this business community and why.
Okay, what caught my attention is I don't have to, I saw it also. I was watching a movie on YouTube, and I was never on Facebook. It was this business, one of the major things that brought me to Facebook. And what caught my attention is the fact that I don't have to speak to anybody. I don't have to like looking for people to talk to, because I don't like to be calling people. I used to back in Nigeria then, when I was still working as pharmacist, and my husband was posted to Aba. So in the eastern part of Nigeria, I will go anytime I go there. I will buy things and bring back to the hospital where I was working and sell and be chasing money and things like that. And I didn't like it. But of course, I had to chase my money, you know. So when I heard that this one, you don't have to like be looking for people to tell. You just come online. Well, not that I know anything about online. I didn't know nothing. But I was at a point that I had to. I had gotten to that point. You know, when they say you had it till here, I've had it till here. Don't wait any longer to be. I'm one of the people that not so many. Everybody talk about skepticism. I was not. I'm one of the very strange person. I was not skeptical. I know there are fears of people may GP and things like that, but it didn't bother me because I know I had to do it. It didn't bother me at all. So, and inside of me, when I saw this person, my heart just clicked. You know, I didn't click on two persons link. Only one person I clicked, and that person clicked till forever. You know, so what caught me is, okay, you can do it without, looking for people all on your own and be talking to people about it. Just do it online. I didn't know the rest of the story, but that caught me, and that was how I landed here.
Thank you so much for sharing. Actually, and that's a beauty of our business model. So the business model that we have, we don't have to go and chase people, right? The marketing system that we have in place in this business model will bring people to us, people that are interested in this business, interested in changing their life. So thank you so much for bringing that on, Sister Buki. All right. Let's go to Helen. Helen, could you let us know one thing that caught your attention when you joined this business community and why?
Hi, everyone, again. First thing that when I first joined this or caught my attention, when I saw this ad from my mentor, who is now with us, Ruth. So, though she is a nurse and I am not, but at the time that she had this advertisement here in Facebook, I was able to resonate that time because during the time I don't have work. I'm staying inside the house because I am sick. And I had no work for 2 months that time. And when I saw it, I said, maybe I had to try. And after that, before clicking, so I said to myself, is this really real? Or, or maybe because why she had this business, she is a nurse and having good salary, but why is it she's still in this business? So I tried, and because of that as well, when I click the link and I go directly to her, and then at first I was so skeptical and I couldn't believe that it was true. So I know my mentor is could attest to that, because I said why I had to do this, why I had, but I said to myself as well, because of the bills, although I don't have work, but my bills still coming on every month, and nobody could help me. So why should I try? So that day I tried, and then I paid, and then this is it. I'm here in the business. Seems like I did a good decision in my life that would change me forever. Especially, I am having only paycheck to paycheck.
Wow.
right? So I also wanted to change my what's this mindset, because having paycheck to paycheck and here in Massachusetts is not easy to live here. So I'm not surviving,
Mhm.
meaning I'm only what I mean is I'm surviving
Mhm.
because of that paycheck, but I'm not living my life to its fullest.
All
That's
right.
that's my point in myself. And I'm a single mom of one, and I said to myself that I need really a change that could help me and my future, and especially my kid. So that's uh, the thing that I joined in this business because of those things that I said.
Thank you so much, Ellen. That's awesome. And thank you so much for bringing up the mindset. Right? So the mindset, everything that I will do in life to succeed in life is really related to the mindset. Right? So you have to change your mindset to move forward and now see where you are. Right? Thank you so much. Awesome. All right, now let's go to Vida. Vida, let us know one thing that caught your attention when you joined this business community and tell us why.
So the first thing that grabbed my attention was the potential for financial freedom and independence. I saw a colleague share his success, his post, and I got inspired. It made me realize that I could also build a better future, financial future for myself and my family. And I've always wanted to start a business of my own. And from my experience working in this part of the world, a 9 to 5 job is alone is not enough to sort out the bills and live the kind of lifestyle I've always dreamt of. So, additionally, unlike the traditional financial sector where you have to run after clients, bug family and friends, disturb them to subscribe to your packages and all that. This business runs on a different model. So basically, these were the major factors that made me to jump in, and I started my business a month ago.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, see, that's the thing about this business, the business model, which is completely different from the bunch of business models out there. And until you come and see for yourself, you don't know it. So thank you so much, Vida.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Ruth. Ruth, let us know what caught your attention when you joined this business and why.
Okay. So, what caught my attention when I first joined? The first thing that truly caught my attention was our proven system and supportive community. I had no prior experience in running an online business, but with our system, everything was laid out step with video based training, right? So anybody who are not tech savvy can do this business. Trust me, I'm one of them. Plus, I saw real people from different backgrounds succeeding, like, a lot of nurses, even doctors are joining this business. And just like Helen said, she was questioning why is this nurse putting this ad? She's already earning a lot of money, and why is she still doing this? It's not just about also financial, it's also for our self-development. And that's what is really important to me. And people uh, like us, like in all walks of life, are really succeeding in this business as long as they are consistent, determined, and put time and effort to the business. So that's what caught me.
Thank you so much, Ruth. Thank you for sharing that. And who over here, when it started this business, know everything about the online space? I didn't know anything about the online space. Did you guys know anything about the online space when you first joined this business?
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't know anything either. And I was a little bit
Yeah.
scared actually. And I was okay, I don't know anything about the online space. I didn't have any background in business or online marketing, but I trust the system. All right. Thank you so much, Ruth, for sharing your story. Ishioma, all right, let us know one thing that caught your attention when you joined this business and let us know why.
So actually, that's a difficult question because it wasn't one thing that caught my attention. It was so many things. But let me tell you first of all how I got into this business. Okay, so I think pretty much everybody here saw an advert and got in, right? Like a sponsored advert on Facebook or YouTube. I did not see an advert. I saw somebody's post on Facebook that I know personally. Okay. And I know, yeah, but you just asked the question that who here had experienced the online space before doing this business? I did. I actually had exposure to the online space in e-commerce, right? E-commerce platform. For those of you who are wondering what is e-commerce, there's Amazon, there's Shopify, there's Etsy and eBay. It's basically any platform that allows you to come there to display your products to sell. Okay. So I had experience with e-commerce platform before I started this business. And actually, bear in mind, this friend of mine, I had been seeing her post on Facebook for a good 1 year, right? But I never reached out to her. But I just kept seeing her talking about, oh, my business is awesome. Oh, my business allowed me to buy some land back home. And I've now built a house and I'm taking care of my parents. And now I bought a car. And I just was always wondering, what is this thing she's always talking about? But I never reached out. Why? Because I was so busy building my e-commerce business. Okay. So after I had struggled with my e-commerce business and it wasn't really going the way I wanted it to be, that was when I now reached out to her. Now, the actual post of hers that made me eventually reach out to her was when she said, oh, my skeptical sister has finally joined me in my business. And I'm like, if your skeptical sister joined you, there must be something about this platform I need to go and see for myself, right? So that's when I reached out to her and I'm like, oh, so what's this thing about? And then she asked me to watch the webinar. So now that was level 2 of what was going to catch my attention, because when I watched that webinar, I was blown away. And I think it's because I already had that exposure to the online space. So I realized that the things that I was struggling with trying to figure out for myself, by myself, with the other e-commerce platform was already taken care of in this platform. Okay.
Yeah.
Coupled with the fact that when I heard the testimonies and I saw that, oh my God, this has the earning potential to not only surpass my salary from my job, but also to give me that time flexibility that I was craving and do so much more. I said, oh my goodness, I need to take the next step and pay the $149. So for me, it was a no-brainer to go to the next step of paying the $149. I wasn't skeptical because I already had that exposure to the online space. So I didn't think it was a scam. Now, my skepticism came when I paid the $149 and I got into the community. It wasn't even my skepticism at this point. It was my husband's skepticism rubbing off on me, okay? because when I got in there, I was blown away, right? I'm seeing people making 6 figures a year. Some people 6 figures a month, right? People firing their bosses left and right. And this is not just like 1 or 2 people. This is like thousands of people. And I'm like, oh my goodness, right? Like I was so excited and I was showing him, I'm like, look at people making the kind of money we're making going, and they don't have to leave their house. They're just pressing their phone and their computer and they're making this kind of money. But he was like, no, this has got to be some sort of scheme, maybe a Ponzi scheme or something. I'm like, no, I'm going to do my research and see what I can find, right? So I did my research. Let me tell you guys something. When you pay that $149, for those of you that are watching us that are yet to start your business, we give you 30 days, a whole month, right, to do your research, do your due diligence, and then make a decision for yourself. So I took that month, full month, to really do my due diligence and do my research. And at the end of the day, I was convinced that, you know what, this thing is legit. Okay, it's not a scam of any sort. And it's helping so many people. So why not me? Like, if all these people have the same one head that I have, maybe they don't have red hair like me, but but they are able to do this thing, right? Then I should be able to do it too. So I was like, I'm going to start this and give myself, I give myself a timeline that, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot and see how it's going to work out for me too. And guess what? This is me now, 5 years later,
Yeah.
and I'm still loving the business. So let me tell you guys, if you're watching us and you're somebody who maybe you've been burnt by other businesses, right? And that has made you kind of shut your mind off to looking into the online space, don't be discouraged. This is a legitimate business, it's a profitable business, and it just takes you as an individual to take advantage of it. This system works. It's proven to work for me. It's proven to work for so many other people. So it's just a matter of you taking action. And I'm so glad that I did. So yes, when I said there's so many things that caught my attention, I meant it. Yeah, so that's it from me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Awesome. So for me, when I like Ishoma, I have a long list of things that actually caught my attention. But the first step, I was just on YouTube listening to my music as usual, and then I saw an ad popping up, and it was actually Ishoma's ad on YouTube, and the ad was talking about how I can make money from sitting from my home anywhere from around the world, and I said, okay. First, I said, oh, she looks like me. She's my sister. She looks like me. She's my sister. And I said, okay, let me try this. First, I talked about my husband. I talked to my husband, and then he said, he wasn't so convinced. But I said, you know what? It's just, if they said it's a free webinar, let me go and watch that free webinar. So I registered for the free webinar. And when I did, man, that day sitting on my computer, watching people talking about that business, sharing their stories, and then the business model, I was blown away. I couldn't believe my eyes, what I was seeing and what I was hearing that day. And I said, man, so I've been sitting here, and is that really possible? All those people, are they able to make that much money? I mean, sitting from the comfort of their home, and I couldn't believe my eyes. So I watched that webinar. And later on, I went ahead and paid the $149. But when I paid the $149, I forgot about it. I did. And then she started calling me. Say, okay, Yabo is about a month now. So if you don't want it, just come and get your money. And I said, ooh. So, and that actually was the turning point for me. That was the thing that actually made me take that decision and move forward. For her to call me and say, oh, come and get your $149 if you don't want to join the business. And I said, wow. So I can go online, because prior to this, my husband and I already tried, because we're looking online and what to do online. And we already paid some money and we couldn't get anything back. So when she said, come and get your money back, and I said, oh, there must be something really serious here. So when she said, come and get your $149, and I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and move forward. But then I joined the community, and I couldn't believe it. So when I joined the community, and I saw no quota required to stay in business, no selling quota to stay in this business, that actually took all the pressure off my shoulder. And I said, wow, so I can do this on my own pace. I can take my time. There's no competition, no pressure. And I said, wow, I can do this. So that's the things that actually caught my attention and made me join this community. All right. So thank you so much, ladies, for sharing your story. All right. So now let's move on and see. We all working. So when we did the introduction, we all talking about our successful career. And even though we all working, and except for Ishoma here, so we all working, we're running this business aside. What made us start working online? So let's start by Sister Ruth first.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
So why I started and how it has impacted me so far.
Yeah, Ruth.
So I started this business because I wanted freedom. Freedom, like time freedom and financial freedom. And the ability to work anywhere with just my phone and Wi-Fi, you know, because this business is is an on-the-go business. You can take it anywhere and you can do it anytime. even in the comfort of your own home or during your vacation somewhere in the island. As long as you have Wi-Fi, good internet. Um, so, as a nurse, I used to work long hours and unpredictable schedules. So I wanted a change, not just for myself, but also for my family, because I want to spend more quality time for my family. Since I joined this business, what transformed me is that I have a, like, what do you call it, like, to live in my own terms, because I used to work in a very stressful facility.
Yeah.
And I mean, that stress, they pay you with that stress. They give you money for that stress. But then it comes a time that I said, oh my God, I cannot handle this stress anymore. I'm done. So I told to myself that after my girls finish college, I'm also graduating with them.
Oh,
And
awesome.
so they graduated last year. And so
Oh, great.
my mindset is, I'm saying, okay, I'm free, I'm done. So of course, aside from that, I have to talk to my husband if we can do it, right? But with this business, it also, I have a choice to resign to that stressful job, and I was gonna do this business full time. By the way, I'm just doing this business part time, so it's possible for everyone who are working full time to do this business as part time. So my plan is to do this business full time, but then I think God have planned for me. There's a job that just dropped on my lap that is super, super easy.
Oh.
Yes, super, super easy. But then the pay is not much, but I don't mind because there's no stress at all. So that's what impacted me with this business, and I am thankful to God that now I am stress free. Thank you, Lord.
Awesome. Awesome, Ruth, for sharing your story. All right. We all want a stress-free life. Right?
Yes.
And yeah, and that's what make a lot of us making that decision to start looking online and find another opportunity online. Thank you so much, Ruth, for sharing your story.
You're
Sister
welcome.
Ellen, could you tell us why you joined this business and how it has impacted your life so far?
All right. So why did I decide to start this online business, right? And how this impacted in me. Uh, Actually, as what I've said, that I started this business because I wanted more than just paycheck to paycheck life. That's my first goal, to remove myself to paycheck, and not to worry about my, what's this, next bill, that
Mm-hmm.
what I had to pay if I don't have
Yeah.
money, because I'm just waiting for my paycheck to come, right? So that moment I realized that working full time in this manufacturing, being a manufacturer, in the manufacturer field, in the corporate world, it's isn't enough. I know you could relate to me. You can relate.
Yeah.
If these people listening to me, they can relate
Yeah.
to me that having this, being a factory worker is not that much. So I decided I needed to build a way for my financial security. That's what I mean. So without sacrificing also my time, and the time that I wasted already. So
Yeah.
that's why I decided to take a leap of faith, right? So relying solely to this 9-5 grind, paycheck to paycheck. I don't know if you can be like me that uh, it's hard. I could say, sorry,
It's
so
okay.
I'm so
It's okay.
emotional.
It's okay, Sister Ellen. You got this. A round of applause for Sister Ellen.
And being a single mom and having that income that is limited, it's not easy. It's so tough for me. So that's why I said I took leap of faith to have this business because I saw a potential for my future. That's what I said. Potential to uh, earn more, right? And also to change. Before I cannot even send money to my loved ones way back in the Philippines. But because of this business, it I'm beginning to help as well, even in the mission of our
Great.
church.
Awesome.
So our church
Awesome,
had
Ellen.
we had this young man and young woman in our church who are very willing to serve God, serve the Lord, but because of financial uh, what's this of their financial status, they couldn't able to go, and even a little what's this a little sense that I could send them, it helps a lot for them to serve
Right.
God. Yeah, serve their mission. And that's why this is also one way for me to uh, what I can say is through this business also, because also I'm not a tech savvy person, I learned so many skills here as well, not only for doing this financial matter, but also my personal gain, that I learned so much doing this step by step system we had, training we had as well. And I'm now working toward my goal of becoming my own boss. That's one thing that I am
Awesome.
I had in mind. I had the end in mind, right? I don't
Yeah.
want to wait until 65 to retire. I want
Right.
to retire early. That's why I decided to start this online business.
Wow.
Although I am still a full-time employee, I mean, but I had that end in mind that I will also become a CEO of my own self,
Yeah.
become my own
Great.
boss.
Awesome.
And now I am hoping and had this clear path for my financial freedom.
I love it.
Wow. I love that story. Thank you so much, Ellen, for sharing that touching story. Thank you for sharing that story with our audiences. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to Lillian. Let us know
Yes.
why you decided to join this business and how it has impacted you so far.
Yeah. I wanted to join this business when I saw the prospect, like I said earlier on. Also, I want to be able to work at my own pace on my time and still
Mm.
earn money sufficiently to take care of myself. And this generation of children, I don't know, no matter how well you train them, unfortunately, the economy has so jumbled things up that you'll be pitying them. Growing up for us, we send money to our parents. Now, most parents are not expecting their children to send money to them. Why? Because they can't even take care of themselves, whatever they are earning. Like, is it sufficient with whatever the economy has thrown at us? So, I don't want to be an old, bitter woman in future. I want to be able to earn enough to
Mhm.
help all around everybody all around me and not depend on my children for daily bread. Secondly, I well, in this space, I know I'm able to talk freely here. I'm
Mhm.
married to a pastor and I'm able to share with women in our congregation, share with the congregation, stand in front of when it is church. I am able to freely communicate with people, no matter how large the audience is. But when you put me anywhere outside church or work, I'm not able to really communicate effectively like I should. And I see
Mhm.
people communicate. I'm even surprised at myself. I'm surprising myself talking to you guys now because
Wow. That's awesome.
honestly, this is a growth. Like this is as part of the moment. And I said I'm going to take the challenges.
Uh-huh.
I'm not the type that like to face the camera. So I can see that I am growing like a developmental growth in this area.
Mhm.
And it's through this business. I wouldn't be talking with people like this and I'll be on camera. I used to be camera shy. So this is my first time. And otherwise, I would have shut down my camera. But thank
Oh.
you. Thank you for pushing me this afternoon.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
William, thank you so much
yeah.
for sharing that.
We're
So
so proud
Thank
of
you.
you,
that,
Lillian.
that's a beauty of this business, right? It will push you out of your
Thank you.
comfort zone. And that's
Yeah.
awesome. It's not just about the money, but the personal growth as well. And thank you so much,
Yeah.
Lillian, for sharing that story.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank
All
you.
right, let's move on to Buki. Let us know why you joined this business and how it has impacted you.
Okay, thank you, Yabo. I joined because I was looking at my future. I didn't want, just like Lillian said, I didn't want to be dependent on anyone for my future. And I really, really want to be free, because my profession is one that really can tie you down. I was actually at that point about to go into like owning a pharmacy, myself and my husband. That was what we started looking at the papers. We were like up for it. It was easy to get one, not like financially easy, but we were already working at it. And because I had helped someone to run one in the UK for about 7 years, I know the pressure of it. And I told myself that this is not the way I want to spend the rest of my life. I don't want to spend the rest of my life tied down in a place. And then at the end of the day, let me not talk too much because of this country I'm in. At the end of the day, even though I claim to own my business, it's still some people controlling me in my own
Mhm.
business. I didn't want that kind of life. So I knew it had to be something completely that I wanted. There's a slogan, it sounded like what Lillian said. I want to work at my pace, in my own space, at my own time. That's the way I want, that's what I wanted. And that's one of my attractions to this business. So it's actually to prepare me for my future. There's one word I don't like and I don't see to it, is that word called retirement. Yeah, people
Mhm.
talk about retirement. I just want to live life to the full. I don't want that word to happen on me. So I had to do something to stop it not to be my identity. So I want to be earning and earning and earning, because people who earn and earn and earn never ever talk about retirement.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's where I want to be. And that's what brought me out to say, okay, if this is what it takes, I'll do it. Even though I didn't understand what I was doing, but I just knew I had to do something. And yes, yes, I always like, also in the church, I'm a worship leader. I face lots of congregation. I've grown out of shyness to face congregation, but I never thought coming online. I used to think people that come to social media are not people that are not serious. They don't have something to do with their time. That's
Oh
what
man.
I think. And I didn't have a Facebook. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have any social media platform until I had my first song. And the song and the business started the same month. So those are the two things that brought me. If not for that, nobody will ever find my name anywhere. If you look for me on social
Ooh.
media, you will find me. So that was what brought me here. And as for it impacting my life, I tell myself there are some things that there are many things inside of me that would never have found expression. I use this to give glory to God for making it possible for me to find this business, because it serves as a place for me to make sure I am disciplined to bring out what is inside of me. There's a me that needs to come out. And that's the impact I found in this business. There's a me that needed to come out. And that me, I am discovering more and more. And the more I see people who are not taking the step, the more I get violent inside of me that no, you can't be like that. You just have to be different. And that's the impact this business has made on me.
Wow, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that story. That's really touching, right? And thank you for touching up on that. So you said you don't want to hear that word retirement. You don't want that to be you,
it's not my
because you want to keep earning and earning.
Yes.
And that's the beauty about this business. The earning potential, there's no limit on the earning potential in this business. Not only you can build multiple income stream, and there's no cap to it. So that's awesome. It's truly a blessing. And I thank God every day that I found this business too. Thank you, Buki.
Welcome.
All right. So let's go to Isioma. Let us know why you joined this business and how it has impacted you.
Wow, thank you for that question. Yeah, as I was listening to everybody talk, I could definitely see myself in all of you as well. And I hope the audience you can see yourself. More importantly, I hope you can see yourself in our stories as well. That's why we're here, to inspire you, right? So for me, why I started this business? Well, I started this business actually right after I had gotten back to work from my maternity leave with my first child. Okay, so for me, going back to work after I had my first baby, it was not something that I was looking forward to. And for some of you who have been following me for a while, you probably know this story about me, because prior to me going on leave, I had faced so many different situations at my workplace. I'm talking about political stuff that made me ask myself, well, is this what the go to school, get a good job, have a good career is supposed to be like? Because don't get it wrong, I love working hard, right? So in my mind, I should be rewarded for my hard work as an employee. But that's not what it was coming out to be. And I'm sure some of you who are watching in the audience can relate, right? You are that person who gives your job your A game, but then it doesn't necessarily translate to promotions or a raise in your salary and so on. And so I was disappointed, okay? And so as God will have it, just when I went back to, work after my mat leave, that's when I eventually contacted my mentor, like I was sharing earlier. And when I saw the potential, like I was saying, that this business had that, that prospect to replace my salary, then I was like, you know what? This is going to be my exit strategy. Okay, this is going to be my exit strategy. And so I'm also saying this because I know some people here, and I'm not just talking to us ladies on the screen, I'm talking about the audience, right? You are probably that person who maybe you don't like your job, or you don't like the way you're being treated, and maybe you have hopped from company to company because that's an option, but sometimes you realize when you hop from place to place, it's still the same cycle repeating itself, but then you have to endure because there's no way out. You still have those bills to pay, you still have a lot of people looking up to you, right? So for me, when I saw this business, I told myself, you know what, this is going to be my exit strategy, but let me give it a trial and see how it works out first. And if it works out, then yes, it's going to be my exit strategy. And within the space of even 1 year of doing the business, I was already earning more from the business than my salary from my full-time job. And I was like, wow, this is really happening. This is really happening. But you know what? Something in me was like, Isioma, just give it another 1 year. Just see whether true is going to repeat. That something is going to repeat itself, So that's what I did. And even in the second year, it was way more than like what I had hoped to get, So I was like, what's the point continuing to endure that situation at my workplace when I can actually have this business, which is paying me a lot more than I was earning from my job, and is giving me that time freedom to basically do what I want to do at my own time. Like Sister Buki said, working at your own pace in your own space, right?
Yeah.
that became a dream come true for me. So I took that bold step, and I left my job. And I have no regrets, because even after that, I'm still doing way better than I ever did working as an employee. So yes, that was why I started, and that is how it has impacted me. But it's not just about the financial benefits, it's not just about the time freedom, it's also about the personal development. Because everybody is talking about, hey, I was not a camera person. A lot of people today see me on camera and they're like, no, there's no way you're shy. There's no way you're an introvert. There's no way you were born inside Facebook.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I wasn't at all, I always joke about this, because people who know me from, let's say, 10 years ago today, oh my goodness, can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry, my baby pressed something. Okay, so people who know me from 10 years ago, they're like, Ishoma, what happened? This is not the you we used to know, But that is the proof we're talking about, that sometimes when you come out of your comfort zone, you're going to be transformed in so many ways that you did not even expect, right?
Yeah.
For me, not only has my pocket transformed and my bank account transformed, but my personal development too from this business. And I'm forever grateful for the exposure that this business has brought to me. So if you're that person out there who is wondering whether, oh, can you do this too? Is this for you? Oh, you're not a social media person. Oh, you've never been in front of camera. You don't even know what to say. The point is, are you willing to learn? Because if you're willing to learn, we're here to train you. We're here to inspire you. We're here to motivate you. Like you just heard from Sister Lillian, and I believe Vida as well. This is their first time coming on a live show like this, right? Because they were willing to step out of their comfort zone. Guys, growth does not happen in your comfort zone. If you want to attain that next level in your life, you need to tell yourself that, man, comfort zone, see you later. You understand? So
That is so true.
I mean, so I don't want to see you again. Exactly. Yeah. And you'll be so surprised about, the new heights that you will experience. Okay. And now let me also give this disclaimer, because I know some people here have certain professions that are very sensitive, and you're not supposed to be out on social media. Some of you who are maybe in the military field, things like that, there are ways around this. Oh my God, don't throw that. There's ways around this if that is your case, right? Whereby you need that utmost confidentiality and privacy. Okay. So we're not saying that you have to come on camera if your job does not permit you to do that. But I'm just saying that if you allow yourself to grow, if you allow yourself to come out from your comfort zone, you'll be surprised at the kind of things that you will achieve. So yes, that is my story.
and actually, Ishoma, talking about that actually remind me, when I was about to start this business, I didn't have any social media account at all.
Yes.
Never.
Yes.
And I told you, I said, no.
Yeah. You didn't even have Facebook.
Yeah. And here I am a year later on. So the growth is really tremendous when you join this business. All right. So now we're going to do one round and wrap it up quick. So it's going to be a short final word to our audiences. All right. So let's start with Vida. What's your final word to our audiences?
So I just want to say that don't waste any more time. Come on board. Join us. I'm an introvert. I'm camera shy, just like Lillian. I'm surprised I'm doing this. This business has impacted me a lot. It has given me confidence to build myself, to trust in myself, to believe that I can achieve more. So don't waste any more time. If I can do it, you can do it. Come on board, join us, and let's build success together.
Thank you so much. Okay, Lillian, let's take it away.
Yes, like Vida just said, please come out and join this business. If you want liberation, if you don't want to be placed in a box and be limited, come out and join us. And you see the difference. You'll be happy you did.
Thank you so much, Lillian. Ruth, take it away.
Okay. So announcement to all our viewers. I just want to tell you guys that this business is not just a side hustle. It's a life-changing opportunity. Imagine having the freedom to design your own schedule, work from anywhere, and create a legacy for your family. This is a business where you are supported every step of the way. And the best part, you don't need prior experience. It's very flexible and it works for all busy professionals like nurses, pharmacists,
Yeah.
doctors, engineers. Everybody is everybody can do this business. And the community is full of mentors and coaches that can help you every step of the way. If you need help, there's always someone there for you that will support you and will help you whatever problem you have with your business. And also this business is a way to achieve your financial goals while spending more time with your loved ones. And I just want to also remind everybody, yes, hop on, take the leap of faith. This business is amazing. And if you, oh, by the way, we actually have webinar tonight. We do have live webinar every Tuesday and Thursday, and today is Thursday. So for it's like 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So I'm inviting everyone to watch the free webinar, and so you can see for yourself how amazing this business is. That's all. And thank you
Thank
for
you so
watching.
much, Ruth. Thank you. Ellen, your
Yeah.
final word to our audiences.
So, guys, those who are watching with us, if you're curious about our what we're doing here, the first step, as what Ruth had said, that go to our website. The website is below. It's here, right? So go to our website, any website you can choose, and take the first step. Register your name and your email. So if this worked for us, I know this also worked for you. And reach out to each one of us. If you had questions, more information will be given to you through signing your name and your email to our website. And I know if a lot of people here changes lives, why don't you wait? So don't wait for tomorrow, because every day or tomorrow is another day. And thank you so much for watching with us.
Thank you, Ellen. Buki, your final word to our audiences.
Yes, for everyone watching us, just one thing that comes to mind is that this is about you, your future, your life. It's not about what people will say. I want to just quickly make a reference to, I mean, you have two people here. You have a pastor's wife here who faces congregation. You have a worship leader here who faces congregation. I'm sure for Lillian and myself, for me, I know that it's about, everybody knows you, what would they say, and all that thing. And it's not, I've never been out. So it's like, it's easy. I know when I started, people used to say, what are you doing? Of course, because of the way I carry myself, I could not be challenged. But there was people still wonder that, really, can't you do that? And some people are wondering if they can do this, and they are thinking about what people will think about them, and that is stopping them. I want to tell you today, it is about your life. You are responsible for the outcome of your life. So if there's something inside of you, and I do know, everybody knows in this business, that there are a lot of people, I know. There are a lot of people there who really need something for their life, but they could not own up to face their life. So don't be that person. It's a new year. Face your life. Do what you have to do. If you have a need, you don't know where to start. That is why we're here. We mentor, we coach. Support is so much available. So don't hold back from yourself. Free yourself to be who you really have to be. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ishioma, your final word to our audiences.
Yes, so actually, I saw a comment that I want to quickly answer. So somebody was asking a question. Well, how do we join the business? We've already said that you need to first go to the website you see on the screen, watch the webinar, and then from there you'll be directed on the next step. Okay. But then the person goes on to say, because a very big thing for her is that I don't know how to talk to people. And you know, this is a very common concern that I find a lot of people have is like, I'm not a salesperson. I don't know how to convince people. I don't want to have to be bugging my friends to come and join me. You wouldn't have to do that. Okay. We have a system that automates the sales process for you. Okay. So if you're that person who feels like, oh my goodness, like I don't know how to talk to anybody, I don't even have any friends that I want to talk to, you have nothing to worry about. Like this is something that a lot of people have said already today, that you know they joined this business because they didn't have to bug friends and family, and you know we have a supportive community as well as an automated system that does the selling for you. So if you're that person who feels like you don't have what it takes, come as you are. We're going to support you. We're going to set you up for success from day one. Okay. Now, the final word that I want to say is this: nothing changes if nothing changes. And I'm sure you've heard this so many times. But the reality is this: if you look at yourself 1 to 2 years from now and you are still in the exact spot you are, will you be happy with yourself? Just think about that question for 1 minute. If you look at yourself 1 to 2 years from now, will you be happy with yourself if you remain in the same spot? So if your answer is no, I will not be happy with myself, then what are you doing about it? Because it's one thing for you to see all these opportunities and all our live interviews and all this thing coming your way, and you've been watching us for months. Some of you have been watching for years, and you have yet to make a decision to take action. But guess what? God is not going to come down from heaven to come and tell you, start the business now. No. You have to pray for wisdom and the strength to carry on, okay? You're going to ask for wisdom to give you that insight that, you know what, this is what I've been looking for. This is the answer to my prayer, okay? And we're not telling you that this is a business that's going to run 100%, be run 100% for you, because that's another thing somebody said to me earlier today. Is like, oh, I thought it's something I'm just going to invest money and then the money will multiply. And I laughed when I saw that. I'm like, this is how you guys get scammed, because you are looking for something, you put money and not do anything, and then you look tomorrow, the money has multiplied. Please, if anybody's telling you about that, run for your life, okay? This is this is a legitimate business. Yes, you have a little bit of work to do, but we are going to do, with our system, is going to do majority of it for you, okay? So it is time to take that bold decision to do something about your life, so that your future self 1 to 2 years from now will thank you for the decision that you made today. So that's my final word.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for our audiences to tuning in today. All right, so my final word to our audiences will be: it's one thing to wish for changes in your life, but the other step is to take action and move forward to whatever change that you actually want in your life. If you sit right where you are right now, watching everybody else moving forward while you're still sitting there wishing for a change, it's not going to happen by miracle. You need to take that step. And as Ruth said earlier, today is Thursday, one of those days of the week that I will hold a webinar. It's a free webinar. Come and see for yourself. Come and see more information about what you really want to do in your life and make changes, not only for yourself, but for your loved one as well. So that'll be all. And thank you so much for tuning in. So till we see you next time. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yes.
Happy webinar night.
Stay warm.
Bye.